Hello classmates, Ms. Warren. The speech today is life after the death of a parent. Today we're going to inform you of the responsibilities during the course of a death of a parent. How would you feel one day if you was talking and laughing with your father on a Monday and then by Friday you see him die? This is life experience that I had in January. The information that you will receive today will help you see what goes on besides just the parent dying. The mental state it puts you in, the mental state it puts you in, and to have and still have your life to go on with, as well as the other parent. It will show you the importance of family and the importance of you staying strong for everybody around you. In August, my father came down with cancer. Between August and January this year, he was in and out of the hospital. Probably came home maybe 5 days out of that time span between August and this January. We watched my father go from a 175-pound man to probably barely 80 pounds by the time he died. The strain it puts on the sibling, I have a sister, but she lives in another state, so everything fell on me. So I had to take the responsibility of my father, take care of my mother, as well as taking care of my household. I got 3 boys. I still had to go to basketball games. I had to find time for me. I had to stay strong so I couldn't cry in front of everybody. So I had to find my place, to do my crying. I want to go from that pause. As I was saying, you got to find your time to yourself for you to cry. I didn't cry in front of my kids. I tried to stay strong for them, for my mother. As my father had got sick, I had to go back and forth to the hospital, to the doctors, nursing homes. I had to do all the responsibilities at the house, helping my mother out, taking his place. My father passed. We still had to, I buried my father on a Friday, had to go to my son's basketball game on a Saturday. Which me and my sons had to play basketball with a heavy heart. I guess the hardest part was, for anybody, would be to deal with that, is taking care of my mother after my father passing, but still taking care of my kids, my house, and my responsibilities, which puts a lot of strain on you. So I guess in some ways you gotta, after all that happens, you have to find a normalcy to put back in your life. I guess after saying all that, the hardest thing is just finding yourself. Still trying to be strong, trying to go on with your life, making sure your mother is straight. So I pretty much stayed with my mother for the last 6 months, making sure she was good. In closing, I would say, if it happens to you, just make sure you got somebody to talk to. Just stay strong. My father lived a good life. He taught me well, and we all made it through. In closing, I would say you need a strong mind and a good family base, and a place to cry alone so you don't lose yourself. Thank you, classmates, and thank you, Ms. Warren.